All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. And for my final act of the day, we are going to be looking at the Apple Watch Series 7 in 45 millimeters. So I will start by saying that I bought this watch after seeing millions of people with Apple Watches. And I'll go into kind of the reason why I bought the watch, because when I first saw a person with them, I thought they were stupid. I was like, oh, it's just another thing. Like, they created a need and filled it. My phone is readily available in my pocket. Why would I use an Apple Watch? But I found that in my life, as I've gotten busier, the need for certain devices has grown. Just me being able to see notifications at a glance, to be inconspicuous, that, kind of drove the need for an Apple Watch. And then two, I've been looking at fitness trackers and fitness watches, and that's probably the bigger driver. And one thing I found is, like, they're expensive. My brother has like a Garmin. It's like a mid-range Garmin. It's not even it's like a high low range Garmin. Probably what is it? Like a 245, something like that. That thing is like $200 or $250, something like that. And then don't get me started on the Phoenix and 945. So these are watches that have like music capabilities, and they also have good sensors for heart rate, sleep tracking, that kind of thing. And so I was kind of thinking, since I already have an iPhone, I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max. I decided, after looking at watches and seeing like fitness watches that were easily over $200, that I would get an Apple Watch. And I knew that I would buy one used and in good condition. And I know that can be sketchy, but I do not look for the cheapest thing I can find. One of the things that is kind of a blessing in my town is that it seems like on Facebook Marketplace, everybody and their mother is selling Apple Watches. And in this case, I saw an ad, and this is the 45 millimeter version. So this came out in 2021. And I think I went on the Apple website, and it's like, right now it's like $529 or over $500. This watch is new. So I saw this guy, and he was actually selling this for $300. Now, it's 2022. If you're watching this video down the road, you might find these at a better deal, but that's a great deal for now. One of the things that I do on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm sorry I'm kind of rambling on, but I like to give context to someone who may be, considering buying one of these used, is I'll look at a person's profile. So if somebody's selling something on the cheap, especially if I'm paying hundreds of dollars for something and it's being sold on the cheap, where I'm saving like $100, $150, versus things that I'm finding elsewhere online, I'll click on their profile to see if there's details. So this guy on his profile looked like he lived a lifestyle to where he didn't steal this watch. It's basically what I'm trying to say. And sure enough, when I went to go pick it up, he was a very nice, down-to-earth man. And he actually said that he worked for the carrier that I have, and that he didn't want the watch. And he had good pictures online, and also he said he was firm on the price, which made sense. And so this watch is brand new, so I'm just going to open it, and I have opened it. On the back, you just pull these tabs out. This is the Midnight aluminum case, Midnight Sport Band, so it does not have the sapphire crystal, so I will have to get a screen protector. But this is the LTE version as well, so it has, for now, I'm not going to set it up as a cellular device, just because I always have my phone near me, and I don't feel like I'm at that level yet, even though it's probably like $10 or $15. But we'll start with the packaging. It's pretty slim. Like I said, I've opened this. And I didn't even check this thing out when I bought it. Just my instinct and the person I'm buying from, I'm pretty good on that. So here's the watch. I mean, it looks small, but I know I work with a guy who has the 45 millimeter version. And so I wanted to make sure I got the largest one with no scratches on it, because that's very important to me, because you can't get those scratches out, and it looks like trash. I can't enjoy a device that has a ton of scratches on the screen. So here is the device. I don't even know if it's charged yet. We'll see. But this is the watch. Sorry about the lighting. I use yellow light at home just because it's easier on my eyes versus like bright white light at work. All right, and then in this side here is going to be the charger. So there's that. I love how Apple packaging is just so easy to open up. You don't have to break out industrial scissors to cut through plastic that can like cut a hole in your hand. So this does have a USB-C, interestingly enough, connector port. This is pretty straightforward, pretty simplistic white Apple stuff. I don't have a pair of scissors or a knife, and this is another thing I like about Apple packaging. You just pull this down, you can go ahead and open the box. So this is where the strap is. This is what it looks like. So here's the watch, and then I'm just going to slide this guy into, oh, is that wrong? Maybe, I don't know. So wrong side, I don't know. Okay, so that band just slid in there. And that's another thing I love about Apple. Very straightforward, very svelte, slides right in. I'm gonna take this watch off. This is my primary watch. Now I have several watches, but this is the watch I probably love the most. It is sturdy, super classy. This is a, not a super expensive watch. This is a Citizen Navihawk. So let me go ahead and put the watch on. And like I said, a big part of this was because I wanted to do some sleep tracking. I like the electrocardiogram thing it has, even though it's not like certified. And I just, you know, I love the functionality of the watch, so I'll get a lot of use out of it. And for $300, if I bought a $250 fitness tracker, after tax, you know, it'd probably be like $265, and I would have like half the function of the Apple Watch. So that was a big factor in me deciding to buy this watch. Here is the watch on my wrist. So I would say I have a medium-sized wrist, but this is a good look, and this watch looks super, super good, and it has no scratches. That is well worth it to me. No, the watch is dead. Oh, no, it's actually not dead. So here's it powering on. I know that's upside down, but I can't sync it right now because I'm using my phone to film this, but you get the idea. If you're going to buy a used Apple Watch, I will say, don't buy the cheapest one and take a look at the description. So if somebody has a vague description and the pictures aren't great, one, and then two, sometimes just paying extra for that peace of mind is better. This is a killer deal. I really didn't pay extra for a Series 7 45mm watch. When I went to look, I was considering anything from a 3 Series on up. And then as I started looking, I was like, I like a 5 to 6 Series. And then I kind of settled on the 6 Series because I saw certain pricing that I like, around $250. People selling those in this area, which is really good. Now, these were GPS versions. And I will say some people weren't listing what type of Apple Watch they were, whether they were cellular or GPS. I really wanted to have one with the cellular function just because I may turn that on. I'm cutting back on some other things in my life, streaming services, so maybe replacing that with this could be worth it. I don't know. I don't really leave my phone a lot because I like taking pictures with my phone. I like taking videos, so it's pretty much always on me. Yeah, I mean, this is well worth it. And then the 45mm, just as a guy, you know, who wears glasses, it's just worth it to me. It's not a huge deal if you have the smaller one, but responsible when you're buying things like that. This is definitely not a necessity. This is definitely a first world device, something you don't have to have. I felt like this would be a good investment, and I'll do a follow-up video in the future just to let you know what I think. I know this is a long video for something I didn't even test out, but thank you for watching. Be looking out for the tester video coming out sometime in the future.